Welcome to this episode of the Harpreet Singh Show. In today's segment, we'll talk to Claudia Rodriguez Ortez, who is our friend from Colombia. Colombia in South America is a beautiful country, and let's learn a little bit more today from Claudia as to the kind of people living over there, what are their habits, what do they love, what do they dislike, their eating habits, their culture, and food. Let's welcome Claudia to the program.
Thank you, Harpreet, for inviting me to
Welcome.
your program.
You're a former master chef, you know. First of all, let's start from there. And the cuisine of Colombia, we have heard that it's really delicious, though I have had not the opportunity of enjoying your cuisine, which I will when I come to Colombia.
Okay, I hope you visit soon Colombia, but I need to speak about the Colombia. Colombia
Right.
is a very good country and a beautiful country. And for their ubication, have very strategic places
Right.
because it's part of the Pacific, Atlantic, and Caribbean, and
Right.
a beautiful part in the Amazonia. For that reason, we have a lot of resources, the
Right.
natural resources, and for obviously many different kind of cultures inside of Colombia.
Right.
We have a lot of indigenous people.
Okay.
We have many people who come after the arrive the conquerors.
Right.
And we have a very different influence for the other
Right.
other
And
countries.
generally, what religion is followed there?
The most the practice of the most in Colombia is the Catholicism.
Okay.
And there are some part of the Christian people, and this is, I think, but the most practice is the Catholics,
Right.
because there are a lot of churches.
Okay.
And speaking about the architecture, we
Okay.
have a very beautiful, one of the top of the 10 most beautiful churches are in Colombia.
Okay.
It's in the south of Colombia, named in my region, is named Nariño, is named Las Lajas.
Okay.
Is a very beautiful church,
Right.
and very beautiful infrastructure.
So, are the indigenous people a part of the main culture there, or they live separately?
No, we have many different kind of groups of the indigenous people.
Okay.
Some live a part of the people who live in the cities, but now many of the indigenous people live from the farms.
Okay.
And arrive to the cities.
Okay.
About some problems we have in Colombia,
Right.
but there are some people don't know, but we have one group. If it's the indigenous people, is named the people couldn't to have the contact.
Okay.
It's like the indigenous people who don't have
Mix
the
with
contact
others.
with nobody.
Okay.
And live only with their traditions.
Right.
And in very deep in the forest.
Okay.
And nobody can contact these people.
Right.
Because one is forbidden. Now the law protects these people because these people have a very good exercise.
Their own
like
traditions. They don't want to mix with the other traditions.
The nature, for take care
Right. Okay.
the nature and the environment.
Talking of the cuisine, with which I started the program, what kind of staple diet? What is the staple diet of Colombia?
Okay, Colombia have a very different influence in the last centuries. We have influence of the Saudi Arabia.
Okay.
And Spain, obviously the indigenous people, and this permit to Colombia to have a very different kind of food. For example, in the Atlantic coast, you can find the kibes, or tabule, is very famous in Arabia Saudi,
Right.
but is traditional in the culture of Colombia, in the Atlantic coast, because the
Okay.
influence, and we have a lot of food with influence to Africa
Right.
and the indigenous people, like the guinea pig in the south of Colombia, because some people here use like a pet, but
Right.
in the south of Colombia it's a food, and it's a very delicious food and traditional food, like in south of Colombia, Ecuador, and Peru.
Okay.
Yeah.
So every country has their own tradition. Everybody follows their own different systems, what they follow, especially when it comes to festivals.
Yeah.
So what are the major festivals which you celebrate over there?
We have especially two festivals in Colombia. Is heritage for named for the UNESCO.
Okay.
Is one of them is the Carnaval de Negros y Blancos,
Okay.
black and white. It's a
Right.
very tradition for the people in the south of Colombia, in Nariño, is in Pasto specifically, and Ipiales. And the people can play or can paint the face
Faces
with black and white and
Okay.
all many multicolors. But the most beautiful is the parade. The
Okay.
parade, the artisans
Okay.
can to make the very big construction.
Okay.
It's named the technique de papel maché.
Okay.
But it's very beautiful. And the other festival is the Carnaval de Barranquilla.
Okay.
And have a lot of tradition, the culture on the north of the Caribbean, of the Atlantic coast.
Well, like you've talked about a few things, I'll also like to know from you about the religious practices that are followed over there. And as you said, a lot of people are following Catholicism. So, of course, we have in the winters, when we celebrate all over the world the birth of Christ, the Christmas, that must be a major festival. Any other religious festivals also, or occasions which you celebrate?
No, especially we celebrate the Christmas.
Okay.
Because it's in the Catholicism have this tradition,
Right.
and we celebrate the Christmas. It's a little different
Okay.
in speaking about the food and maybe the way of celebrate, but in the other way
Okay.
is some traditions like the tree with
Right.
decoration is similar to
Okay. Well, great. Claudia, it was a pleasure talking to you. Thank you for sharing your culture, your habits with our people over here. Thanks for being here.
Oh, thank you, and I hope you visit my country. My country
Absolutely.
is very beautiful. I have a very beautiful people, kind people, friendly people.
Right.
And I hope you visit many parts of my country.
Thank
and
you.
I hope the people in
Absolutely.
you see your show can visit
Thank you.
Colombia.